sure knows how to take his time.
Oh. Hey, who is this?
I'm Keandre.
Keandre? So you're Andrew?
Yes.
Well, hello. Vonnie, you know who this person is?
No.
Keandre, do you know Vonnie?
No.
Okay. We have a lot of questions, but I don't want to get in the way of you guys, or in this case, you, Keandre. I don't know if you want to say something to kind of get things going here, but obviously you have some explaining to do.
Yeah. Well, it started off as a scheme.
Scheme?
Yeah. Like I've been catfishing for about a year and a half, 2 years. I have a female profile, which is Venus.
You Venus too?
Yeah, I am Venus. I've been doing this for a year and a half. So yes, I scam people. COVID was going on when I started to make the page, and it went on from there, and I just started scamming people. I didn't have no money. I had no income, no nothing. So I had to make a quick way to get money, and that's how I decided to do it.
So you let me on for 6 months. Talk about love. You talk about living together. Was that real or?
When I started, it was to get money out of him, but it ended up turning into something different, and it just went too far. Everything was real. I just wasn't the person in the pictures, obviously.
Well, it wasn't real because even though you're saying you like Vonnie now, you initially met him and presumably lots of other people to scam them.
Yes, and paying my bills. So yeah, I did.
So you was talking to multiple people while you was talking to me? Like doing that with other people while you was talking to me at the same time?
Yeah, you don't have no money. You weren't going to pay my bills. How else am I supposed to do it? I did what I did. It's over. It's happened. Okay, oh well. I scam people. You see me, I see you. Like, what's the problem?
The problem is scamming people. That's the problem.
Okay, well, I did it. I'm here. So now what?
Okay, why don't we do this? Where do you live?
I live in a town in Pontiac, Michigan.
Are you 26?
Yes, I'm 26.
Okay, and you don't have a job that you have to clock into every day at this
No,
time?
I don't have a 9 to 5. No, I do not.
Okay, so this is your main source of income?
Yes, it is.
How many people do you think you've talked to in total using the profiles over the last year and a half?
It's been hundreds.
Okay, so a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And about how many of those relationships or those conversations end up making it to the level where they're sending you money?
Mostly all of them. That's how I
Wow.
make the money. That's how I make the money I make.
So you're pretty good at this.
Yes.
But you are aware that, like, you're getting called out. Like, somebody was literally on the Venus page today posting screenshots saying that you're a scammer.
That's fine. I'll make another page. That's fine. It don't stop. They don't understand. It don't stop.
Have you made new pages already?
Yeah, them are new. Them are new pages.
And what do you do when people want to talk to Venus?
Hey, how are you? What's up?
I can't. You're a gag, for real. I can't.
It's the game, y'all. Y'all gotta know the game. It's the game. That's all it is.
Well, was it a game or do you like him? Because you said that your relationship with Vonnie did mean something to you.
Yes, I started catching feelings with him. Yes, I did. The way he texts me, the way he cared, the way he just carried himself. Like when we were on the phone, he said some things that really made me think like, oh my God, this is the wrong person to be doing this to.
After that point, did you continue asking him for money?
He sent me like 2 payments, and then after that, it was nothing.
So how you feeling right now? Like,
I mean, I feel the same way. There's nothing that's going to change. Like, I still want to be with you. I want to get to know you, and I want to take this off of what I did, and I apologize.
if you want to work something out, you could have stopped doing that scam. Well, you be doing.
I do what I do. Like, I don't see a problem with it.
You don't see a problem with catfishing and scamming people?
No. You're old enough to know what to do and what not to do, and what not to do to get scammed. Like, what?
Right.
But then you could also make the argument that you're old enough to know that scamming people is wrong.
To you, it's wrong. To me, it's not wrong.
No, to everybody it's wrong.
Well, that's your opinion. To me, it's not wrong.
I mean, he like it to look at him.
Right. That's what is gagging me, literally.
Right. All this is a gag all together.
No, because y'all just sit here thinking like I'm just this bad person. No,
If you're
this
not
is
even
this
planning
bad
on to
person.
stop, you want to keep going.
I mean, look, Bonnie should have known better, but he didn't. And he's generous and he's sweet and he's kind, and you took advantage of that. You definitely hurt him and wasted his time and, took money from him under false pretenses. And those are all pretty up things to do to someone,
Exactly.
right? You can acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
For you to sit here and say, like, I don't see anything wrong with it, it's cool, they shouldn't, if they get scammed, then it's their fault, like, that's not real talk. That's you trying to justify your behavior and not feel bad about it.
I'm not justifying anything. It's just what I do. I do what I do, and I do what I do, and I don't want to be judged for it.
Okay. Well,
All right, well then let's not talk about that, let's talk about Vonnie. Because you have a lot of confidence to sort of come on here and say, hey, that's what I do, I'm not gonna stop doing it, but I still wanna be with you. And I don't know what you expected him to say.
That we just
Scam together?
no. That was not what I was thinking. Because I don't want you in that. Like,
Oh, I won't go do it, trust me.
but I mean, I was just hoping that you was like, okay, well, you do what you do. That's not on me. We gonna rock out. We gonna get to know each other. But whatever you do, that's on you. I'm a provider, so I'm gonna be a provider. Now, if y'all want to be honest, I'm in love with Vonnie. I love him, and I want to be with him. I want to pursue a future with him. But like I said, it's money. Y'all gotta understand that. I don't care what nobody say. Making this amount of money got me from where I was living at in the hood. I don't have nobody at home. I can't ask nobody for nothing. I can't do none of that. So with me doing that, that's me providing for me. If you can't deal with that, I'm sorry.
Just like,
We've never had two hopeless hook up, an identical twin.
everybody in Hawaii is in on this.
That's insane. We've never seen anything like this. The Catfish sent you the real guy's Facebook page.
Come on!